Okay, guys, hopefully I am back again with sound this time. I'm not going to point it up at myself in fear that we may lose sound again. I'm hoping that you're going to come back and join me. You're joining Rebecca Hall, and you are live from my craft studio here in Pearcedale, Melbourne, Victoria. I'm hoping that there is sound happening. I don't know why. Please let me know if you can hear me, if there is sound. I'm not sure if I've got sound or not. Yep, sound. Oh, cool. Okay. I don't know. I can't even hear sound on my own screen right now. So, oh, goodness me. This is doing my head in. I'm back. I'm back again. So let me know if where you're from, if you're new for the first time. Goodness me, what a debacle. Oh, doing my head in. All right. So, welcome. Welcome. It's Saturday the 30th of March. Can you believe we're nearly at the end of March? Which is a couple of good things because it means that our annual catalogue's getting closer so I can show you the inside of it. But it also means sad things because it means that we've got our last chance list coming up. So I have popped a couple of these lists into my Craft with Beck page. So if you're not a member of my Craft with Beck, jump on over and ask for an invite into that group and I'll pop you into that group. It's a private group. It's a group that we can share. Everybody can share. So if you're making cards, you can share on that group. Whereas on this Facebook page, you can't actually share pictures and stuff like that. So it's a good place that we can share everything that we make and, share the love. So I've popped a couple of these and I can put files in there as well, whereas I can't put files into the Facebook group here. I don't know why. It's Facebook. So we've got the last chance list of products coming from the January to April mini catalogue. Now, I did do a run through of this during the week or last Sunday. And then we also have the last chance products and they go live on the 9th of April. So I have the 9th of April written here. I'm hoping that's correct. So there's edited lists so that you can see them better and they're in categories. So stamp sets, bundles, tools, etc. This is too hard to read like this. You'd have to zoom right in to be able to see it. And even then you struggle. So especially when you're my age and you can't see much. All right. So today we're going to get started. As I said, I've got something super excited. I'm over the moon that I found out this because I like coloring, but sometimes, you don't want to be coloring forever. So I found out a simple way that we can do coloring, but it's easy. It's an easy way to color. All right. So today we're going to use the Latte Love stamp set and its coordinating dies, which are an online exclusive, and they're currently online. If you jump onto my online store, you'll be able to get the link above. But these, oh my God, I don't drink coffee. So you're going, well, why would you get that stamp set? Because even though it's coffee as such, I can pretend it's a chai latte, can't I? I'm sure there's other people out there that don't drink coffee that like this stamp set. And I loved it because of the colors of the paper. Oh my goodness. They are right up my alley. Let me get the paper. So this is the paper here. Look at this. It's all browns and greens and oranges. It's super cool. Look. So we have already pre-made coffee cups and love hearts and coffee. I know these are coffee beans. But good morning, Anita. How are you this morning? We got more coffee beans and some checkered stripes. It's just really, really pretty paper. Well, I just love this paper. Look, coffee splatters, how much that's up my alley. And green Lost Lagoon. You guys know that these are my favorites. And then we've got the coffee swirl. Oh, that's got the back of the coffee beans. But anyway, it's really cool paper. So I thought we'd have a play with this today. All right, so I need I'm actually going to, if you want to hang with me, I'm going to create 2 cards today. So if you want to hang with me for a little bit this morning, you're welcome to do that. And we're going to be using this stamp here from our coffee set. And we're going to use this one here. And I might use these two as well. And then you can see I've already been having a bit of a play with the coffee set. Look, how amazing is it? Like, look at that. It's just so cool. And I'm doing a lighter colour because it's my chai. It's not coffee. That's what I'm sticking to. Does anybody else not drink coffee, or is it just me? Like, because I don't really like the smell of coffee either. So it's not something that, I don't know, we were never brought up drinking coffee. My mum drinks coffee. Love chai. I love chai too, Anita. Chai latte. Vanilla chai latte is my favourite. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I know you don't drink coffee, Lynette. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. The coffee taste, I don't know. You don't drink coffee either, Christine. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's the die we're going to use. And I'm going to cut out a couple of these little guys as well. All right, so we're going to... See, I knew we were friends for a reason, Anita. All right, so I'm going to grab just a normal white. I've got some white card bases here that I've already cut out. So these are just measuring 10 centimeters across by 14.3. So chai is the best. Chuck out the rest. Is that what we say? Is it? Ruth? All right. So I'm going to use the Early Espresso ink pad. I know it's ironic that we're not doing coffee, but we're using an Early Espresso ink pad. Hated coffee until I was 40. Now I love it. Go figure. Oh, Sue. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether it's the smell of it or whatnot. I just can't get into that whole coffee thing. I do wonder sometimes, you know, when people, am I missing out on something? But yeah. All right, so we're using Early Espresso, ironically. I'm not caravanning, Christine. There's a story. Would you just like to hear my story as to why I'm not in the caravan? Because I'm super sad that I'm not in the caravan. I mean, I'm happy because I'm here with you guys, and I'm, you know, in my happy place, but I'm super sad that I'm not in the caravan doing my happy stuff. So do you want to hear the story? Yes, Julie's like, yes, we want to hear the story. All right, I'm going to stamp some of these down and I'll tell you the story as we're stamping. So, last Friday night for dinner, we had pizza for dinner from our local pizza shop. And I'm just going to stamp 5 of these. So, we had pizza from our local pizza shop and we all had it. So, we had lots of different flavours. You know, when we have pizza, we have lots of pizza. So then we had Brett's mum and dad here, and we had Lukey and myself and Brett here. So we all had the pizza. Anyway, after that, Bretty started to get a little bit sick, and he was not feeling very well. So he went and obviously went to the toilet, and it wasn't very good. So then all day Saturday, he wasn't good. All day Sunday, he wasn't good. I said to him Sunday night, you know, it's not, you should be, if it was gastro, you should be over it. If it's something else, it should only last like 24 hours. If it was food poisoning, you definitely would have been over it. So anyway, and no one else got sick. No one else got sick. So then on Monday, we booked him for a doctor's appointment and he had some blood tests. Anyway, the blood test came back on Tuesday and it turns out he's got diverticulitis. So he's been crook all week. He literally has spent the week on the couch, and if he's not on the couch, he's on the toilet. So it's, yeah, it's not been good. So we pulled the pin on caravanning on Wednesday and decided just to stay home so he was close to where he should be. So that's my story. I know it's not a very pleasant story to probably want to hear first thing in the morning, but that's my story today. So that's why I'm not in the caravan. So I'm super sad. And the weather's been so good too. Anyway. All right. So we've got the stamp here. So what I've done is I've stamped my 5 coffee mugs here. And so now I'm just going to flip the stamp over and I'm going to stick it to my block. Now, this is the beauty about stamping with clear stamps, because not only can you see through them, but we can flip them around as well sometimes. So I will give him all of your good wishes, guys. He would appreciate that. He reckons I haven't been looking after him all week. Now, could you imagine me not looking after him? I don't think so. All right. So, and then I'm going to bring in the colours from the ink pad. So I've got Petal Pink, I've got Calypso Coral, I've got Lemon Lolly. I'm going to just pop these on our little magnet here so we don't lose them. And I've got Lost Lagoon. All right, so I'm going to stamp these, and I'm going to, obviously, I'm going to I'm going to clean them off as we go. So I'm going to stamp it down. So I've reversed the stamp. This is my exciting news that I've discovered. I'm going to reverse the stamp, and then I'm going to stamp over these, and I'm going to colour them. Look at that. Bum, bum, bum. I'm going to clean my stamp and go into my next colour here, which I think I might do that up here, and I'm going to colour. And then I'm going to go into my next colour, and I'm going to colour that one there in Lemon Lolly. And then I'm going to go into Lost Lagoon, and then I'm going to colour that one. How easy is this for colouring? Good morning, Kayla. How are you this morning, my friend? All right. And then I've got one last one down here, which I'm going to colour, but I'm going to do it in a lighter colour. So I'm going to go the Lost Lagoon, because you guys know that's my favourite. And then I'm just going to stamp off that, and then I'm just going to stamp that down here, just so I get a bit of a lighter green. So how cool is that? Like, it's so easy to colour. Oh my goodness, it's like super easy. So then we're going to get our, I'm going to close all of these up, because, you know, I'm going to stick my finger in if I leave them open. So I'll just shut all of these up. So yeah, I'm super bummed that we're not caravanning this weekend, but as I said, I'm extra excited because it means I get to spend my weekend in my craft room. All right, and then I'm going to grab some pecan pie, and then I'm going to stamp our middle bits in with some pecan pie. Like so. 1, 2, and I'm going to do the middle one as well. We'll do it on a bit more of a, we'll do it on a different angle. We'll go this way like this, like that. See, and that fits beautifully in the circle there. So, like, really cool. And then I'm going to grab the other one with the little heart in it, like that, there. Now, I kind of pinched this card, this, colours of this were on their Stampin' Up website, and it was from one of the artisan design team members, and it had all of these stamps in different colours. When I thought, oh, how cool will it look with the coffee cups? So I've kind of mixed it up a bit and made it a bit of my own, because you know what, if you've got to get on Facebook and follow the Stamping Up page, because they have so many awesome examples on that Stamping Up page, and especially from the artisan design team, because, you know, they're awesome at what they do. All right, and then I'm just going to grab my Early Espresso ink pad again, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment. This one's on me. We're going to stamp that down in this bottom one here, like so. And then I'm going to run some of these little coffee cups. I don't even need that. I don't even know why I got that out. I'm going to run some of these coffee cups through, but I'm going to do them in one of each of the colours. So I'm just going to grab some scraps out here. And this is where our scraps come in really handy. Scrappy piece there and there. And then scrappy bit of lemon lolly. Gotta love your scraps. Like, what can we get out of scraps? All right, and then it's, how cool is it that we've got 2 coffee cups? So I'm just gonna grab my machine in here and run them through. And I'm gonna do 2 at a time on this one here, because I can. Like that. And then Diet Super Mashed Potato, boring, but it seems to work. Yes, he I don't know if it's a good way to do it, but he lost 6 kilos in like 4 days. He wasn't the best, so but he started to eat again now. So but he's just having like little meals, not heavy meals, just light meals. So yeah. But then, of course, because he sat and not done anything all week, his shoulder is now playing up on him. So he can't win. Poor man. All right, so I'm just grabbing my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to push out these little coffee ones here. Oops. Out of the die. Sometimes they just fall out. Other times, not so much. All right, so I'm just going to pop this out here. Like that. So now we've got our 3 coffee mugs, and I'm going to grab my, oh, here we are. I'm going to grab my sponge daubers, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I made up a colour chart for my sponge daubers when I was doing it, and somehow or another I got granny apple green, but it's in 3 different colours, and I've got melon mambo in 3 different colours. And I obviously wasn't paying attention when I was making up that. So anyway, must have been doing one of those late at night things that I tend to do. All right, we're going to just ink around the edges of those just to make them look a little bit different. We're going to use it with the coordinating colours. So we've got Calypso Coral on Calypso Coral, and then we've got Lemon Lolly on Lemon Lolly. And the Lemon Lolly was a bit hard because I think I'd done it in as Granny Apple Green, but it's not. It's actually Lemon Lolly. So I had to try and figure out where that one was. All right, a little bit of Lemon Lolly. Like so. And then I'm going to grab a marker. Pecan pie. Will I use pecan pie or will I use early espresso? I don't know. Let's see. And I'm going to just I'm going to move these out the way. And I'm going to do a flicky thing. My friend Kayla taught me this. You grab your blends. Because I didn't think you could do it with Stampin' Write markers. I'm going to use early espresso because, well, it's coffee and all. And then you just flick in your lid. And look, it gives you like these little cool dots that you can flick over your cards. I know I know I could do it with Stampin' Blends, but I didn't realise I could do it with markers. So thanks for that tip, Kayla, because that's an amazing tip. Look at that. How cool does that look? All right, and then we're going to stick our little coffee mugs on. Oh, where's me Take Your Pick? See, this is I don't put things back where they're supposed to be. So I'll just grab a dimensional and pop that on the back of each coffee mug there. Now, what card case colour do I put it on? Do I go and put it on a white and we have just like white? Or what do I do? What base do I put it on? Oh, that wasn't very clever, was it, Beck? Because now we need to take this one off. I don't want to put Lost Lagoon together. So we're going to pop this one down on here like that. And then we'll put Lost Lagoon there. There we go. So we've got our 3 different colour coffee mugs. You're obsessed. I know. That's where I got it from. How cool does it look? Flick, flick, flick. Let's flick everything. All right. So what colour card base do I put it on? Do I put it on a white card base? Do we go white on white? Do we go early espresso? Do we go Lost Lagoon? I don't know. I've got, what have I got here? I've got full packs of, I've got, I don't know if I like that. I do so happen to have a card base here with early espresso on it. Tic-tac-toe, 3 greens and a human. Oh, see, now I do like that. Or do I go pecan pie? Oh, these are all saying early espresso. Or do I go pecan pie? I don't know. I think it's got to be out of those two colours. You like how you're all jumping on. Or you're saying Lost Lagoon, and I think you're saying Lost Lagoon because it's my favourite colour. And you know that might possibly win. But look, you're all jumping on the bandwagon and saying Early Espresso. Let me just get Lost Lagoon out just for, you know, giggles. I kind of think I'm agreeing with you all. I think I like the Early Espresso. Yeah. I think Early Espresso is for the win today, ladies. You have all worked that very well. All right. So my trimmer. And we will just make sure that is a card base. Yes. And we will score it at 10.5. And fold it down with our little U-Butte trimmer. I love this trimmer. Have I told you how much I like my trimmer? All right. Love it that it's got these corners, and you know that they're square. So you know your card fronts are always going to be like square and right on. Right on. All right. And there we go. Look at that. I'll glue it down though, obviously. All right. So let me grab my yucky glue. Oh, that yucky glue doesn't want to work. I think it's empty. Try another one. Oh, that's a bit of yucky glue. Give it a bit of a squiggle there. And we're just going to pop that down on there like that. And then I'll grab a bit of white cardstock and stamp the inside, because if I don't do it now, I won't do it. Alright, so, and it doesn't matter. What am I going to do? I've done 2 Lost Lagoons. I might do Lemon Lolly on the inside. So my stamp is still backwards. So it's still the flat way round. So I'm just going to stamp that down first, because that's the way the stamp is. See, like that. And it leaves like this dirty round ring as such. And then I'll take that off. You got to let the stamp dry. So you got to like give it a bit of a wiggle in between and let it dry. So then it'll stick back onto the block when it's right to go. And then I'll get the Early Espresso out. You know what I should have done while I was there too? An envelope. Oh, brats. And then you just stamp that over the top. See? So it doesn't matter which way you do it, whether you do it one way or you do it the other way, but you're going to get that colouring effect. And it's like a cheats way of colouring in. All right, and then we'll just put a little bit of a coffee heart on the inside there. How cool is that? I'm excited. I better put the lid on that before it dries out. So there we go. And then I will just pop that on the inside. And then we will chuck that down on the inside. No naked insides. Nobody likes to be naked on the inside. There we go. How cool is that? And you could embellish that up. We've got these beautiful little embellishments here. Hey, let's just chuck some of them on. Which ones will we do? Maybe the brown ones. Oh, do we do the pink ones maybe? I'll do the pink ones. We haven't used the pink ones yet. 1, 2. I'm going to go 3 there. 1, 2, 3. There we go. What do you reckon? You like my cool little tip? I think it's awesome. All right, you got time to hang around with me? It is a long weekend here. So you got time to hang around, and I'll show you one more card. All right, cool. We're going to do another one, but we're going to use some different stamps. Well, we're going to do the same stamp set, but we're going to up it a little bit. So we're going to pick some designer series paper. So this is where we're going to like go, oh, goodness me. We need some designer series paper. All right. So, what have we got? So, I want to use something that's light, and I want to use something that's dark. Oh, I do like those coffee spots, but anyway. What have we got? What have we got? Do I use the Lost Lagoon? And then the coffee beans? Or do I use the Lost Lagoon and the little coffee mug? So I want contrasting ones. So do I do light or dark? Or do I do the coffee swirls with the coffee cups? Oh, goodness me. I don't know. I kind of like those. All right, which one? I'll go, which one's together? So it'll be out of these two, I think. So I'll go, this is my left hand, and this is my right hand. So go L for left or R for right. Let me know which ones you want me to use. L for left or R for right. Left, left, left. Oh my goodness, looks like left's the winner. All right, sorry, right, you lose. All right. So I'm going to cut these down. I'm kind of excited because I haven't used these ones yet. Oh, but see, now this is my drama. Look at this on the back. It's so cool. Anyway, we don't need that side. We're using this side. All right, so this one here, I'm going to cut down, and I think I want it to be like 8 centimeters. I'm thinking it's 8 centimeters. Nope, it's 9. So I'm going to get my little handy dandy measuring doodad out here. So I'm going to make it this 9 by 13.3. So this is just my little matte template thingy. And I've popped this template is up in the Craft with Beck group. So if you're not a member of that Craft with Beck, jump on over and I will ask for some entry, and I will let you in. And this is just a little template that I've done, and I've put all of these measurements on stickers and then just trim them down, obviously, when I get to the smaller pieces. But you can, you know, cut it out of cardstock. So it's just one that I have sitting on my desk here. So, you know, if I want to see if a mat's going to look good on a piece of paper or whatever, I can then see if the mat's going to work. So we're going to use this mat, and we're going to do 9 centimeters by 13.3. So I'm going to go 9 by 13.3, like that. So that's one. And then this one here, I'm going to cut this one down to, what do I want to do this one to? What's on the back of it here? Oh, which way do I want to go? That way. I'm thinking maybe just 2 centimeters. I want to tear it, to be honest. I'm going to go 2 centimeters. Just a little bit. All right. So 2 centimeters, and then we're going to cut that down to 13.3 as well. Like that. All right. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Do that, that, and that. All right, so this is going to be our card front. Now, do I do it on a pecan pie card base? Or do I go early espresso? Or do I do petal pink? Goodness me. Do I have any early espresso left here? Or do I have another one? Oh, what's that there? Early espresso, or do I do petal pink? So 1, 2, and let me get a piece of petal pink. Hang on. I'll get a piece of petal pink. Oh. Is this a sign? It's telling me, it's the last piece in my petal pink. Is it a sign telling me that I need to use petal pink or not? I don't know. That might be a bit pale though. Which one do I do? All right, get your votes happening. Petal pink. Oh, we can't do the peas because we got 2 peas. So go pink, light brown or dark, or pecan. Pecan, early, or pink. Pecan, pecan, early, pecan, pecan. Looks like pecan's winning. Pink. Oh, pink, Lynette. Pecan's the winner. All right, we'll do pecan. All right. Pecan pie it is. All right. So then what we're going to use, where's my stamp set gone? Oh my God, my desk's a mess. We're going to use the coffee cup stamp set. Let me put these other ones away because you know what? I'm going to lose them. Coffee cup there. And then I'm going to bring out the little, this is cool. This like fills the coffee cup full of coffee. All right, so we're going to stamp our coffee down, our coffee cup down. And I'm going to I'm just going to put all these on the block. Talk amongst yourself while I'm blocking these all up. Some thinking music. And then I'm going to grab the little spoon here as well. Yep, like that. So we've got our coffee mug, our coffee cup. We've got our little sentiment. All right, I think we're done. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to tear a bit of this off here on the side. All right, tear that off, and then I'm going to grab my little sponge daubers and some pecan pie. I kind of need the ink, I think. Oh, that rhymes. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. All right. And then I'm just going to blend down or sponge dauber along the edge here because, you know, we want it to be like vintage or grungy. Like, you know, we've spilt the coffee and it's stained it. And then we're going to pop that on here like that. But I kind of want to make it look like it's been stained on there. So I'm just going to hold that there like so. And then I'm just going to grab my dauber and run along that edge like so. Just to give it that bit of a blending. It doesn't matter, I can go over it. I just want to make it a little bit darker, but not necessarily make that darker. So I'm just going to go in here because I know where my edge is now. Like so. So then when I pop that back down there, it's going to give me that darkened edge. That, see? And it looks like it's like spilt all over the paper. And then I'm just going to blend up this as well, or not blend it, but ink it, because this will be really good for my inside part of my card. With a little bit of coffee. Well, we'll call it chai. We'll call it vanilla chai. All right, so we're just going to give that a bit of a, and that's our little bit for the inside done. All right, then I'm going to get some inks out. So we're going to use the same inks again. I'm going to do, but I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use those two and the lemon lolly, I think. Although, you know what? I might get rid of the petal pink because we're using pink at the base. So I might do those two and the orange. Let's see what that looks like. And I'm going to use my early espresso again. But I'm going to, I need a bit of paper. So let me grab my scrappy bits here. Oh, that bit'll do. See, I have all of these scrappy bits already cut because like they're 7 centimeters wide. And then I'm going to grab my little mat here. So this is our silicone mat that you buy from Stampin' Up. And you just got to make sure that when you're using it, you're not using the bit that's got the Stampin' Up symbol because it's raised. And you'll end up getting a Stampin' Up inky bit on there. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to stamp up the stamp like so onto my mat here 3 times like that. And then I'm going to grab my bit of paper. Oh, please tell me I've stamped them, that they're going to fit on my bit of paper. I really needed a longer bit of paper. It's all good. And then I'm going to get a block like so. So I'm holding that bit of paper down on my bit of a rubber thing, and I'm just going to use my block, the edge of my block, and I'm going to slide it down over the thing here. And when I lift it up, okay, I could have gone on that a little bit better, but that's okay. We'll use it. It'll be all right. See how I haven't inked up that very well? No, I'm going to do it again. Let's do it again so then you can see. So I'm just going to wipe that off. I really want to make it a nice one. And I might get a bit of a longer bit of paper so that I can not stress about not getting it in. We'll use that later. We'll fix it. We'll work with it. All right. So I'm going to start again. I'm going to stamp it down on my mat here. I'm going to go 3 times. Like so. And then I'm going to grab my bit of white cardstock again. And I'm going to lay that down over my coffee mugs. Grab my block. And this time I'm going to try and make sure I push really hard on all of it. Now, you could use just your hand and, you know, go like this with your hand. I like using the block because it gives even pressure across the block as you push down. All right. And then when we flip it round, oh, see, that's better. All right. So then we've got our coffee mugs there. And then we're going to colour the coffee mugs. So the same way we did our things, we're going to take our coffee mug off. We're going to give it a bit of a dry. And then I'm going to pop it back on upside down on the coffee mug. And we're going to colour them in. So I'm going to do this bottom one here in Lemon Lolly. Now, I did cut my stamp because I wanted the hole in the coffee mug. So I did use my blade to cut the stamp. And I don't know if you realise, but the Take Your Pick tool has all of these awesome accessories that comes with it that you can buy separately. So it has a rotary wheel, which has got like a cutter thing on it. And it has a weeding tool so that you can like pick things out from like really, this is really good. I'll show you what this is good for. Just hang on. I've got to show you because I found this too. I will, Julie. Yep. See this? When I go like this, look. Look at that. How cool is that? This is a really good tool for that. It's not what it's meant for, but I discovered it the other day. And it cleans out your tracks and keeps your tracks nice and clean. And it takes it all out. So there's that. And then on the other end, it has this really, really cool sharp blade. And that's what I used to cut the little shit out of my stamp so that I could get that image out there. If not, it's a stamp so there's a hole and then you can cut it out. So the advantage of stamping it on the mat is you get a reverse image, Julie. And then that way you can use the reverse image and you can use the back of your stamp to colour it. So, whereas if we were to use just the stamp set the right way around, which I will show you, you can't actually use the back of your stamp to colour it because it's got the handle on the wrong way. So the advantage of sticking it on the mat means that you can stamp it and then colour it like this. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. And then we'll do our Lost Lagoon mug like so. So there we go. And we have them all coloured like really, really quick like that. And then we're going to get our little coffee stain here and we're going to fill them with coffee like so. Now we've got a class with this latte suite coming up and I've got other tricks to show you. So let me just show. Oh, squeaky, 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 squeak. Just dry it off again. So then if I pop this down, so this is a good advantage too if you want to stamp 2 coffee mugs. So if I stamp a coffee mug here, see how the handle's the other way around. So you can stamp 2 coffee mugs then and have it next to each other, but you can't colour that in the same way as these ones, like really quick and easy, because the handle will be around the wrong way. So that's my reasoning for stamping it on the mat. All right. So I'm going to just close that up. We're going to die cut those out now, but these take your pick tools are amazing. What am I doing? Here we go. All right. So I'm going to jump in here. Where did I put my dice? Oh, here are my dice here. Now, you guys might be able to help me out because I don't drink coffee. So, well, as I've already said, like something times. But I don't know what this is for. I don't know what this one's for. Does anybody know? Let me know. If you know what that one's for, let me know. Because I don't drink coffee, so I don't know what that's for. All right, and then I actually want to die cut one of those out too. All right. So I'm going to run these through here. Oh, now this is a trick, see? So now our die, see how our die is going the wrong way? But what you can do is you can flip it over. And because we've saturated the paper, I don't know if you can see that, but can you see the coffee marks through the paper? It's the coffee pot handle. Thanks, Lynn. See how you can see the shape of the coffee mug? I can then pop this down now, here like that, and know that that's going to line up when I run it through. Well, it's going to get you a semi-decent line. I don't know, where's my other plate? Oh, here we are. And then I can run it through like so. Coffee percolator. Thanks, Renee. Yeah, I don't know. I don't drink coffee, so I didn't know. See? And look, it die cuts out your coffee cup. And all you do is just line it up because it saturates the paper and it gives you a good like field of vision. And you can even hold it up to the light. If you hold it up to a light, it's like super easy to see. Like, can you, oh, you could, I don't know. Could you see that when I held it up to the light? Don't go to the light. Don't go to the light. Too much coffee. Does that make you go to the light? I don't know. No. All right. See? And then when we flip it over, look. Easy. So can you see that? If I hold it up to the light there, can you see how you can see the coffee mug through the paper? And then I just line up my coffee mug through there because it's been saturated. It's a bit nerve-wracking when you first do it because you're like, I can't see anything. Is it going to cut out the coffee mug or is it going to, like, not cut out the coffee mug? But it works. Trust me. See? And we got 3 coffee mugs cut out. And then I actually just going to move this aside for a minute because I need to stamp my little spoon. So I can die cut that out. Right, we'll bring that back in and then I'm going to cut that out for a bit of a sentiment piece. Alright, so we've got that there and then I'm going to cut out our little spoon. Now I've got no trick for colouring in the spoon except for using markers. But there's no trick for that. I just had a trick for the coffee mugs and the outside of the coffee mugs. Alright. Get rid of this now because we're done with that. All right, so I'm going to grab, I'm going to use Lost Lagoon for my spoon because, you know, FYI, favourite colour and all. And I'm going to colour the whole spoon in with just the light colour. Even my spoon jumped on the die. This is why I don't colour before I cut out. If you colour before you cut out, and then your die jumps, and then you cut off half your spoon or cut off half of whatever you've coloured, and you wasted all that time and effort. And then I'm just going to go along the bottom here, just to add a bit of a shade in. And that's it for the colouring for the spoon. And I'm going to get my sentiment, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment down. Now, we're going to stack these coffee mugs, so I need to get my U-Butte, take your pick knifey thingy in. And which way will I stack them? Will I go lightest to darkest and have the green on the bottom? Do you reckon? I think I'll do that. So if we slice that round, I didn't even need to stamp that coffee bit, but anyway. And then I'm going to slice that around on the rim here. This knife is super sharp. I am not really even pressing that hard with that knife. It might look like I'm pressing hard, but I'm not. And then I'm going to tuck that one into there like so, on a bit of an angle. And then, you know what this coffee cup reminds me of? I don't know if you guys had it, but I missed a bit there. Back in the 80s, my mum had coffee mugs that had this it was like a lighter colour on the inside. I don't know if you guys had it, but we had it at home. So this kind of reminds me of being at home on Evans Road. I used to live on Evans Road on the farm, and it kind of reminds me of that because of the lightness of the coffee mugs. So anyway, they were pretty popular coffee mugs. I think they were pretty, well, I don't know. I was only a teenager, so I don't know. All right, I'm just going to put that back on there before I cut myself. And then I'm just going to stick them together using some dimensionals. So I'm just going to lay these over where the joins of my coffee mugs are there, just so I can stick them together. You had the whole set, Julie. Yeah. Right. It's not just me then. But yeah, I thought that reminded me of those. And then when they, you know, turned out like that. All right, let's get our card front in here. Oh, I need to stamp my sentiment. We're going to stamp my sentiment. What colour will I use? Pecan pie, early espresso. You know what? Let's stick it together and then we'll see. All right, so I'm going to stick this little piece down on the side here. Like so. We're going to give that a bit of a squiggle. So you get the bonus today. You get 2 cards today, people. Because it's a holiday yesterday and I had lots of time yesterday because we didn't go away. Lots of time to work on cards yesterday. All right, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to score my card here at 10.5. Is it a, yep, it's a card front, 10.5. And we're just going to slide that in half there. Hold it down. And then I think that needs something on the outside. So I'm going to grab those little, will I use the coffee beans or will I use the splotch? Which one should I use? The coffee beans or the splotch? Let me know. Go beans or splotch? Beans or splotch? Beans or splotch? Got the splotch. Oops, apologies. And we got the beans. The splotch. Christine, you reckon the splotch? The beans. Beans. Splotch. We got 2 for 2. So we got 2 for beans and 2 for splotch. Need the first to 5. Let me know. Because it's at a draw right now. Even if we get one more vote. Beans. Beans. Splotch beans. Oh, beans wins. Beans is the winner. All right. Now, will I do them in early espresso or pecan pie? So go E for early espresso or P for pecan pie. I'm going to do them around the edge of my card so that it gives a little bit of something to the edge of my card. Early espresso, pecan pie, early espresso, pecan pie. Oh my goodness, 1, 2. I think pecan pie maybe just snuck in there. Did it just sneak in there? Early 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, early espresso. All right. Early espresso. Now I've stuck. Now you're going to laugh at me here, but there's 4 beans in that little splotch, and there's an extra loose bean that, you guys know me, it needs to be odds. So it did my head in when I was stamping just 4 beans. So now I've got the 5th one, which makes the world okay again. All right, so we're going to stamp the little beans around the edge here, just randomly. And you'll see that I'm just flicking the paper around as we're stamping it so that you're not stamping them all the same. Stamp, 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 all the way around the edge. Like so. That gives us a nice little border. And then when we stick this down here, see we've got a little coffee beans in the background now. All right, so we're going to stick this one down here like so with our coffee mugs. So let me get our little take your picky tool. And then we're going to stick our little coffee mugs like so. And then that's going to be on an angle like that. And then we're going to grab our sentiment piece here. So what colour will I stamp the sentiment in? Maybe Calypso Coral. So we'll stamp that. This one's on me. On there like that. And then we're going to stick our little spoon. Oh, I had a sheet of here mini dimensionals. Fits really nicely on this spoon. Like so. And then we'll grab that. And we're going to stick that one across the bottom here. Like that. And then, oh, you know what? I need a bit of twine. It needs some twine. Where's my twine? All right, so we've got this ribbon here. And I want to show you a trick with this ribbon. So you know how when we get ribbon, and you know me, I'm a good one at pulling it apart and making it all like different to what the ribbon's supposed to be. So I'm going to cut this down, but before I cut it, I want to show you a trick. So you know, see how the way it rolls on the roll? So see how it rolls on the roll that way? If when you want to pull your ribbon apart and you pulling it off your roll, the end that you pull off your roll should pull apart. So I'm just going to pull this in a little bit so I can get those. There's some clear stuff in here. Now, this worked every time when I did it yesterday, so let's hope that it works again today. See? So now you can't see it because it's clear, but I'm going to pull that and it frays my ribbon. So see that? You know how sometimes you get a bit of ribbon, and I know it's a bit hard when you get a bit of ribbon that's been cut in a class and you don't know which ends come off the spool. But if you're at home and you're using your ribbon, it's on the spool like that. So I'm just going to cut about 20 centimetres off here, off my little spool. And then I'm going to fray the whole lot. And it gives me all of this clear stuff, right? Now, you can't see it. It looks like I'm just playing with air here, but I'm not. It's clear. It's like clear thread. So I'm just going to pull all of that thread apart, right? And it pulls all of my twine apart. Now, you'll see, can you see this? All of this clear, like glimmery type stuff. We could use that for something else because I'm not a hoarder. It says so on my t-shirt. All right, so I'm just going to pop that up there. And if you put it into little balls, like you roll it around and put it into little balls, I'll show you. Here's one I prepared earlier. I reckon at Christmas time, they're going to make great little snowballs. Look at that. See? Little snowballs on your cards at Christmas time with that. Anyway, that was just me thinking outside the square. All right, so I'm going to pull apart. I'm going to use 3 of these here. So I'm just going to pull them apart. Now, I know I could just use twine, but what it does is because of the dots, it actually gives you little bits of like white on the thread. I'll show you. Let me pull it apart. See here? See this? It gives you like the little dotty bits because it's painted on. So it just gives you a little bit of a different look. And then I'm going to grab just some seal. I just want a bit of seal on the back of that just to make it so that I can, you know, do a couple of loops around like so. like that, and then maybe do another. Do I want to do another loop? Yeah, I'll do another loop like that. And I'm just going to leave those little legs there. I think that looks all right with those little legs sticking out the back there. All right, and then I'm going to pop that on some dimensionals. I'm going to put dimensionals all over the back of that. Like so. Now, before I stick that down, I want to stick this down because I want to stick it on an angle. Froth or foam, it could be, Ruth, yep. But because I was trying to, like, get it off my hands yesterday, I was rolling it into little balls. It made me think of snowballs at Christmas time. All right, so I'm just going to do that on an angle. Sorry for anybody that's got OCD about having things not straight. And then we're going to put our little sentiment down here. Okay, this one is on me, like so. And then I'll get my little bits of bling. Where's my little... And these little pearls are really cool because they've got like little... I don't know if you can see it, but there's like swirls in it. Say all the swirls bits. Hey, Sarah. Late comer. I'm nearly finished. All right. Which ones will I stick? Oh, I think I'll stick the white ones on. I'm going to stick it there. There. And up there like so. There we go. I better do an inside bit while I'm going. And an envelope maybe. Okay? Inside and an envelope. What do you reckon? Do you like my back to front stamping? Back to front stamping. I can show you. Do I have a card? I don't think I have a card. I don't think I've got one in my little tub either. What it looks like. Oh, so if you don't cut out, remember how I said to you that you cut out the little bit of the middle here. If you don't cut it out, see when you die cut it, it still cuts out anyway because the die cuts it out. So if you didn't want to cut your stamp, that's fine because it'll just stamp that as a solid piece, and then the die cuts it out anyway. So you don't have to cut it, but it works. It works either way. All right, so I'm just going to stamp my little mug here. Down here. Now I can't because I'm stamping that down. I haven't reversed it. So I'm just going to stamp the little mug. And then I'm going to do it on the envelope like that. But what I am going to do to colour it is use the little splotch. So I'm just going to grab a little, see that? My green splotch, and I'm just going to do some splotchy marks over the mug there like so. And then it looks like the green coffee's been spilt all over the mug. Just do it like that. All right. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. I've kept you a little longer than you probably wanted to be kept this morning. But I've showed you this awesome stamp set and bundle. And I'm not even going to turn my screen around right now because, you know, fear of losing sound and all. I really need to figure out what's going on with that. But, you know, because I'm not techie at all, I have no idea because I press the same button all the time. I don't know. All right. So there we go. So if you want to purchase this beautiful latte coffee love stamp, it is an online exclusive. It's not in a catalogue anywhere. It's an online exclusive. So you need to jump online. My links are above, and check it out at the online store. It is a really cute stamp set. As I said, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I think that these could be, you know, they're chai latte ones anyway. All right, guys, have a great rest of your long weekend. I hope you're going to do some crafting. And if you have this set at home and you have a bit of a play with it, jump on and share what you're playing with. Don't forget, if you haven't signed into the Craft with Beck, it's like our VIP group. If you're in the VIP Craft with Beck group, should I call it that? VIP Craft with Beck group? Jump in there because you can share all of your cards and whatever you're creating with what you've got in your home. All right, guys, I'm just going to say goodbye. I don't want to turn it around and then, you know, lose sound again. So I'm going to say goodbye with my hands and wave to you all, and have a great weekend, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye for now.